Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't seem like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC's mental health has been doing very well ever since Trump took office. You see, just yesterday on a video call with none other than Jon Stewart, John Leibowitz, AOC had an absolutely massive crash out. And actually, she got so riled up that she ended up saying some things that she probably shouldn't have said, ultimately throwing all of her fellow Democrats directly under the bus. But so without further delay, let's hop right into things and see what AOC has to say. She kicks things off by explaining why this Trump term is so much more dangerous than his last term. Take a look.
What makes this go around with Trump so much more dangerous than the first time around is exactly what you're saying. It's that he is much more normalized this time around than he was the first time. The first time, people were really on edge, they were on guard, they were very vigilant about any break that he would have with these norms. This time, the norms are becoming him.
So the problem with Trump's second term is that now he's normalized. Well, you know what? She actually kind of has a point. In 2016, there most certainly were secret Trump voters. In fact, it's this phenomenon that made Trump's victory against Hillary Clinton so crazy. You all might remember polls like this leading into the election. Hillary Clinton has a 91% chance to win, but this happened because in 2016, the mainstream media was still just powerful enough to successfully shame people into not publicly admitting their support for Trump because he was an evil Nazi racist or whatever. And so, well, that's just not the case these days. People are done being ashamed or embarrassed for wanting to make the country great again, and they're most certainly done being told what to think and how to feel by the mainstream media. And so, hey, in this regard, AOC is right. The country has very clearly rallied behind President Trump. It is normal to support Trump because guess what? That's what any normal person would do. And personally, I think that's a good thing. But okay, let's get back to AOC.
So like all of these people that were scared before about like being associated with him from the most common basic level to the most elite level, they're all like they're all in now.
Yeah, because just in the last 8 years, we've all had a very clear night and day example of what the country is like under Republican leadership and what the country is like under Democratic leadership. And guess what? Under Democratic leadership, everything sucks. And when I say that, I'm being dead serious. Joe Biden destroyed the economy, allowed over 10 million illegal immigrants into the country, probably way more than that. He gave away hundreds of billions of dollars to finance foreign wars, and he completely ignored all of our domestic American issues here at home. And now, real quick, I do want to say, guys, if you enjoy the content, if you enjoy the videos, please consider subscribing because it actually does help a ton with my never-ending struggle against the dreaded YouTube algorithm. But okay, back to AOC. What exactly is her biggest concern about the Trump presidency?
What's really important for people to understand, and like now and every day of this administration, is that you're being ripped off. You're being ripped off, dude. Like everyone is being ripped off.
I actually don't know how she can legitimately say this with a straight face. Like, does she actually think that anyone is dumb enough to believe her? Well, you know what? I mean, she keeps getting reelected somehow, so I guess so. But okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is where AOC starts saying some things that she probably wishes she didn't say. Because what she does is actually admit that all the Democrats in Congress are pretty much corrupt. Take a look at this.
There need to be Democrats who walk the walk and talk the talk. There is an insane amount of hypocrisy, and the hypocrisy is what gets exploited to use the cynicism. And wherever there's a hypocritical window, for example, I think one of the most biggest examples of this is insider trading in Congress. Like,
dude, I don't know if I like, do I give snaps? I don't know what the kids do anymore, but like, dude, yes,
it is
wow,
like,
that's so crazy.
It's so crazy. It's crazy. I mean, like and this is the thing. It's like people think that everyday people are stupid. I'm like, do you all really think that people don't see this shit? Like,
they sit on a committee, they get information about a drug or a contract or a thing. They immediately make a call. The stockbroker changes things and their portfolio swells.
Explodes. It explodes.
What are we doing?
And you're doing this on public trust
Right.
on like taxpayer finance, public, facilities. Like it, of
You're
course,
regulating the market that you're trading on.
exactly. And
You
like
run the casino.
and then we're supposed to act like money doesn't only corrupts Republicans? Give me a fucking break.
So there you have it. We've all heard the rumors that Democratic members of Congress are engaging in insider trading, abusing their elected positions of power to make millions of dollars. But it was always kind of a secret. Everything was kept hush-hush. Well, here's AOC just admitting to all of it. We're less than a week into Trump's presidency, and AOC is already seething so much that she's just throwing her entire party under the bus in completely unhinged rants. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you're witnessing day by day is the ongoing, complete and total implosion of the Democratic Party. In fact, AOC wasn't even done. Take a look at this.
Biden on his way out, it was only on his way out that he was like, this country's controlled by oligarchs. Bye. Like, we could have used that energy a couple years ago.
And so she hasn't just snapped on her fellow Democratic members of Congress, but now she's also snapped on Biden. And by the way, this whole narrative that the country is now controlled by an oligarchy of billionaires just because Trump the election is completely bogus. We all know that both Biden and Kamala Harris had more billionaire supporters than Trump ever did, but I'm supposed to be selectively outraged about this just because Trump won the election? We all know that Democrats couldn't care less about billionaires when they're the ones getting the support and they're the ones winning the elections. So here's what I say. Democrats like AOC should spare us with all of the hypocrisy because nobody is falling for it anymore. But anyway, I would imagine that the Democrats in Congress aren't exactly happy right now having their insider trading publicly talked about by one of their own. I also have to say it's just so incredibly funny that AOC's biggest concern with Trump's second presidency is that now he's normalized, that now people from all walks of life, rich, poor, black, white, everybody is rallying behind President Trump. You would think that that would be something to celebrate, but no, we can't have that. You see, the progressives need to keep people divided and angry at one another for all of their plans to work. And this is why the Democrats are always pushing divisive cultural issues, because they want us bickering amongst ourselves, divided so that we're easy to control and manipulate. Seriously, I want you to think about this. This is exactly what their game plan is every single time. In fact, as some of the older viewers in the audience will confirm down below in the comments, I'm sure, this is what the Democrats have been doing for decades. Unity and cohesion are the absolute last things that they want. Their goal is to sow division. But I think it's fair to say, much to the dismay of the Democrats like AOC, this country has not been as unified as it is right now in a very long time. But hey, I think that's all I've got for you guys today with this one. So I want to know what you have to say. So please go down below and drop a comment. Please like the video if you liked the video, of course. Please consider subscribing. Like I said earlier, it really does help a lot. Thank you all very much for watching. And of course, stay safe.